So okay, last time I was doing part one, and I'm gonna do part two. This is like again a sequence of videos to help you understand how to write the equation of a parabola in standard form. To be more specific, the conic sections. So I'm gonna do number 6 really quick. So this is h and k, and this is the x-intercept. So remember, x-intercept implies that you have to set y equals to 0, and therefore you have, as an order pair, you will have -307, 0, right? And if we're confused at any point, we can always draw a picture, and we have here -7, 10, so -7, 10 is here, and that's the point. And they're saying the x-intercept is a -307, so that's all the way to the left, all the way to the left. So that will be around here somewhere, an 8307, and so I know right away that there's a change in the x coordinates. Therefore, my graph should go in this direction. So it's opening to the left. That implies that a is less than 0. It's negative. A is negative. And what we need to do next is write the equation that we need. I cannot write my general conic section right away because I have the vertex, which is an important point, but the x-intercept is just a point on the graph. So what I'm gonna use is, since the graph is opening to the left, I'm gonna use this equation. X equals a, y minus k squared plus h. So I just need to plug my values in. So x equals 8307, a, that I don't know what, that's what I'm looking for, or that I don't know what it is. Y equals 0 in this case, minus k is 10, square minus 7, so this is 8307. A, 10 squared is the same as 100, and then this is -7, this is 100a, minus 7 equals 8307, and if you add 7 in both sides, you get 8300 here, and if we divide by 100, we get a equals 83. And let's see if this makes sense. Well, we said that a has to be less than 0. That means that it has to be negative. So indeed, a is -3. So that satisfies our conceptual understanding of how this graph should affect the value of a. Now that I have a, I have that vertex, I can write my general equation. So what I need to do is I need to plug that here. In other words, my standard form for the conic section. So if I plug that there, I have x equals 83, y minus k, k is 10, square plus h is 87. And that's what we have so far. So now what we need to do, let's double check this just in case we make silly mistakes. So x equals 83, y minus k is 10, square. Well, that looks good so far. And now what we need to do is add 7 in both sides. So this cancels out. So we have x plus 7 equals 83, y minus 10 square, and then we divide by -3, and the answer should be -1/3 x plus 7, and this is y minus 10. I'm sorry about that. I didn't have enough room for solving this. And at this point, that will be our answer for this problem. So if that was number 6 for this problem, and we get 81/3, x plus 7 equals y minus 10 squared, and that's indeed the answer. Okay, if you have a question, you can send me an email, or you can put it in the comments, right? Okay, so that's question 6. Let me do question 7. Let me erase this really quick. So question 7 is asking opens right or left. So right away, I know what's happening. So either I'm going this way or I'm going that way. Again, they give me the vertex. The vertex is HK. They give me a point. So they don't give me, like, for example, important information. Like, they don't give me 2 points that are important, like the vertex or the directrix, the vertex or the focus. They don't give me anything like that. But I know one thing. They give me this vertex here that they're saying is -6, 2. So that's here somewhere. And now they're saying that the other point is at -2. So that's here somewhere. -2, let me make this bigger. -2, -2, 0. So that's here. So let me put that here in green. So that implies that we're going to the right. That means that A has to be greater than 0. So it's positive, right? And the graph is horizontal. That implies that we need the equation with the y to the second power, right? So we need to write the vertex equation, which is x equals a y minus k squared plus h. Remember, this is the vertex form. I'm gonna call it the adjusted vertex form because in reality, vertex form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. You know that from Algebra 2. But in this case, since we open it to the right or left, we have to use this adjusted form. Now we can plug the values here. So this is x and y. So let's plug those numbers in. So x is -2, a, that's what I need to figure it out. Y is 0, minus k is 2, square. This is plus h, so that's -6. -2 squared is just 4. 4a minus 6 equals -2. I can add 6 in both sides, and I get 4a equals 4, and a equals 1. As we stated before, a is greater than 0. Indeed, 1 is greater than 0. It's positive. It's opening to the right. So now what I need to do is plug this value of a here, right, in my vertex form, and then write it in transformational form. So this is equal to x equals 1, right? And 1 times anything is the same thing. So 1 is y. So y is y minus k, we said that was 2 square, and h is -6. So if we add 6 in both sides, we get this equation. So this is our answer for this problem. And as I said it before, I give you this in the answer key, and that was problem number 7. So it's indeed it's x plus 6 and y minus 2 squared. That's right. Okay, so let's do more problems. So that was number 7. Now let's try to do number 8. So number 8 is this one. Let me erase this really quick a little bit so we don't get confused with that stuff on the top. Yeah, number 8. So we have the focus. So they give us important points here, right? So this is, I can use my transformational form right away. So we know that this is the direct. So if we grab this, right, we have here 27/4. That's the focus, 27/4. And they said that the directrix is here, 29/4. That implies that the vertex should be in between between the focus and the directrix. In other words, it has to be the midpoint of those two. So if you think about it, the midpoint between those two is 7. It's 7. So you may say, how? Because if you think about it, what is between 27/4 and 29/4? Well, that must be 28/4, right? That number. And you may say, how? Well, I can show you. Look, take the average of those two numbers. So what is the average? So 27/4 plus 29/4 divided by 2, you get, this is 56/4 over 2. So you can do keychain flip if you want, or whatever is easier for you. So 56/2 times 1/2 is the same as 28. This is actually 4. Yeah, I made a silly mistake. So this is 4. Sorry about that. 4, and yeah, and this is 4. So we do that. We get 28/4, which is 7, right? So you can write that as 28/4 or 7. It's the same thing. So here they're saying that the focus is here, 27 over 4 and 9, that's here. And the directrix is here, 29 over 4, that's here. And I need to find out, this is the vertex here. I need to find out what equation do I need, and or in which direction should I go. Since the focus is to the left, right, that implies that the graph is gonna go this way. And that means that A is gonna be negative, right? Because it's going to the left. So the question is, what do I need, right? What equation do I need? Well, you can use your transformational form right away. So this is the one that deals with the y, because we are like left or right. So this is y minus k squared equals 4a x minus h. In this one, I can do that right away, because the only thing I need to find out is what's the value of a. But that you already know what that is, because the value of a is this length, right? So what is that length? And if you think about it, right, what is the this length is just the difference between 29 over 4 and 7. So if you do that, so you have 29 over 4 minus 7, which is the same as 28 over 4 as we established before. That's 1/4. But you have to recall that's your a value. You have to recall that since we're going to the left, that's going to be negative. So a is going to be negative 1/4. Okay? So now we have everything that we need. So we have the equation, we have a, we have the vertex. We didn't establish what was the vertex. So the vertex was 7 because that was the midpoint, and 9 for the y value. So this is hk. So now we have everything. Finally, we have everything. So so we have y minus k is 9 squared equals 4 times negative 1/4 x minus 7. So if we compute this, we got y minus 9 squared equals negative 1, or just negative x minus 7. And that's your final solution for this problem. I hope that this is easy and makes sense. And I will record a second, like a third part of this because of timing. And till then, have a nice day. Bye-bye.